Hello, fellow elves. Welcome back to A Tranquil Life. My name is Cheryl. We are starting week 3 of the Holiday Grand Plan today. This week we will be tackling the entryway and foyer, or foyer, depends on your preference. My living room week went really well. How did yours go? My living room is sparkly clean. I'm almost to the point where I am going to forbid my husband to go in there. But it looks really nice. I got everything done that I wanted to get done. It's just wonderful feeling to just go in there and turn the lights down low and just sit. You know, just sit and just look. So I am very, very pleased. I hope you all are having that same feeling. I hope your living room is neat and clean and organized. I am planning to make myself lists of things to go over monthly in each room so that I can keep it that way. So let's look and see what happened last week. We have living room and question week. I just made some notes for myself, and I did not get to inventory my ingredients for my holiday cooking, so I'll be moving that forward to this week. I did research some freezer meals, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. Did not set up my wrapping station yet. Actually, this one is going to be on this week, so that's fine. I'll just move it forward. Remembered September 11th, of course, yesterday, and it was a somber day. It always is, but the 20th anniversary is just, you know, it's tough, but never forget. I bought one gift. My goal was 2, but I did pick up one gift and put out some more autumn decor in my living room when I got it finished. Just made a note, cool mornings and evenings. And so week 2 is in the books. Now, week 3, I have slated, I don't have an entryway or foyer. You come right from my front porch into my living room. I have a little 900 square foot house, so I don't have all that. My week 3 is going to be paperwork week. I try to squeeze in a paperwork week every year in the Holiday Grand Plan because I like to go through my bills that have been paid and purge all of the ones that I've been hanging on to that I don't need to, old EOBs that we don't need anymore, things like that. That will be on the plate for this week. It says sort paperwork, sort pictures, develop a filing system, organize journal supplies, which that one goes on my craft week. So I have a craft week actually this year. Set up wrapping station and set up Christmas cards. So that is part of my week. Let's look and see what our assignments are for the week. In holiday prep, we are to make 1 batch of holiday goodies and make 1 extra meal for freezer, again labeled holiday meal. Last week, I wanted to find a zucchini lasagna recipe, and I also wanted to get some ideas for some freezer meals. What I have decided to do, I made Pinterest boards on my Pinterest account for freezer meals, low carb meals, instant pot meals, you know, kind of dump and go. And it's working out perfectly. I am going through each of those sites that I pinned, and I'm picking out recipes that we think we might like, that we want to try. There are tons and tons of sites out there which all, you know, have 4 or 5 stars, and each recipe sometimes is actually rated. And it's fun to read through the comments because people have tried the recipes and added or took out things or tweaked it a little bit, giving you some ideas of what you can do as well when you try the recipe. So it's really nice to have that resource. The reason that I like some of those websites is because they have dump and go Instant Pot meals. All you do is put your ingredients into a bag or a bowl and freeze it, and then when you're ready to make it on those busy evenings during the holiday season, you just pop it in your Instant Pot, add your liquid, and turn it on, and it's ready to go. If you don't have an Instant Pot, there are usually alternatives for that recipe for the crock pot. So you could dump it in your crock pot that morning while you're out and about or while you're doing what you're doing, and then when you come home, dinner's ready. So that was really a fun thing for me to discover. I haven't had my Instant Pot very long. I've used it repeatedly for meals that we're having that day. But to know that there are recipes that you can just stick together, put in the freezer, and then just dump them when you're ready to go, that is a game changer for me. So instead of making actually the freezer meals and packaging them and freezing them, I'm going to do some of those dump meals. So I'm excited about that. There are low carb, low fat recipes out there. There are regular recipes. You know, you can tweak it. There's suggestions on how to tweak the recipe to make it low carb or gluten free or whatever your family needs. I will link a couple of them below, but if you just search whether Instant Pot, slow cooker, crock pot meals, dump and go recipes, tons of them will come up. So that's just an idea for you. Buy 2 canned food items from menus. Get 2 of each item, 1 to use and 1 to donate to a food drive. And I did not inventory my pantry items, so I will be doing that. I'm not really sure which to, what I need yet. So that's part of our assignment for the week. Keep 2 boxes in a pantry area or storage place to put these in so they are not used in everyday cooking. Make sure to label them so when food drives start, your holiday supplies stay intact and the food drive gets the food purchased for it. If you participate in a food drive or you donate during that time of year, then that's a really good idea so that your husband or your daughter or your son doesn't come behind you and use the things that you're buying for the holidays. You need to keep them in a separate place so that doesn't happen, and then you're having to buy everything again. It happened to me so many times I can't even tell you. Buy all supplies for homemade gifts. Package each product with directions and other information in zipper food storage bag and place in a basket or box in craft or sewing area. I'm not sure I'm going to be making any homemade gifts this year, but that's a good idea if you are considering that. Start early. Buy film, camera batteries, blank videotapes, hide them, write yourself a note. Now, this one's kind of outdated because we don't buy film anymore, or camera batteries, or blank videotapes. So what I've got down here is AAA batteries because we don't have any AAA on hand right now. And I also have clean out my albums in my phone and my cloud. I have tons of pictures, I'm sure you do too, in your phone and in your cloud, and we need to make room in those storage areas for our holiday pictures. If your album's full and you haven't been through it in a while, you might want to work that in one of the weeks that you're not so busy. Entryway or Foyer may not take a whole week, so you could add things to it that you want to get accomplished. So that's our assignments, and there is a checklist for things to do, things to look out for, to clean, to organize in your Entryway Foyer on the website, which will be linked below. I will specifically link week 3 so you can read through it. There's tons and tons of information there, really good information. Cynthia and the girls have just done a wonderful job. I also have store away unneeded paperwork to attic. That is the EOBs we feel like, from this past year, we need to hang on to a little bit longer. There are things memorabilia that I've collected during the year that I could either separate and put into my kids' boxes or, just store it away for my kids to sort through when the time comes. Sort pictures into batches for the kids. Now, all three of my children are grown. They're adults. And I have a lot of their school papers, coloring pages, certificates they've earned, things like that in my paperwork. They're grown adults now. They need to take that stuff. So I separated 3 boxes, and I'm going through the paperwork, and I'm putting their respective things in their boxes. Also, I have tons and tons of pictures, actual photographs from a camera, if you can imagine, that they took on class trips, they took on, in school activities. So I'm also putting them in one big place so that Christmas they can go through that, identify which ones are theirs, and keep those as well. There's no need for me to keep those. So they need to go to their owners, and they need out of my house. So that's a plan too. Also, I am planning to make them each a photo album of some special moments. Their baby picture, maybe their school pictures through the years, some birthday pictures, things like that. I found these on Amazon. They are photo corners. Do you know back in the day when we had photo albums, we would slide the picture into 4 corners? Well, that's what these are. They're acid-free, self-adhesive, and these are transparent. You can get white ones, black ones, whatever you want, but they come out, they slide out like a, I don't know, like a roll, and they come right out, and you just grab it and put your photo in it and then press it down. Just a good way to put pictures into an album without having to glue them, or, this makes it easier. And if when the time comes and they want to share pictures between each other, or, they can just pop them out. So they do have these on Amazon. All kinds of different options for those. Sort Christmas cards and match with envelopes. Purge if needed. Do you all have the problem of having Christmas cards and you have messed up an envelope, so you have to use another envelope, and pretty soon you've got cards with no envelopes? Oh my goodness, this has plagued me for years. This year, during this week, I'm going to match Christmas cards up with envelopes. If they don't have an envelope, I'm putting them away to journal with or whatever, but they're being separated from my pile, because I'll pick out a card, fill it out, and then I can't find an envelope for it. So yeah, that's not happening this year. This is and then I need to check on my Christmas stamps and see how many I have, figure out how many cards I'm sending, and then make sure I have enough. It's too early to buy the Christmas stamps, but it's not too early to check and see how many I need. That is my plan. Of course, the fun this week will be whatever my husband and I decide to do. That's fun. Focus on this. I'm not really sure what exactly I want to focus on this week yet. It'll come to me. And then notes, I always jot down something about the weather or current events or something like that. So I have the Homebody sticker book this week because, it's all about the home right now. And some of the stickers are more spring and summer, and this is, I think, is the mini. Yeah, they're for a mini happy planner, but they still work. So I'm going to try to use a few of these to pretty this up right quick. And I'll fast forward you on this part so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this. Okay, that looks really nice. Of course, I'll change this and make it into paperwork week. But that's what I have for this week. Again, I hope everything's going well for you, and I hope week 3 goes smoothly and you accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. Just make yourself lists, do things on your lists, check it off, move the things that you didn't accomplish over to the following week. Don't stress yourself out. Make it fun. Put some music on, light some candles. Just have fun with it. So until I see you again next Sunday, happy planning.